actually, come here. Come. Listen up. You do not need a HOE phase. How are you ladies doing this morning? I hope you're all doing wonderful. For those of you who are brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Dr. Michelle, and if you're returning, welcome back to your feminine session. Today we're doing session 2 of Feminine Rehab, where we're going to dive into some issues and some things that could be holding you back from the woman that you were meant to become. Today's feminine session is sponsored by Harry's, which is a razor blade company that gives you a very close shave, and they're offering a holiday gift set now where you can even engrave into your razor blades. In the past, you know that I've done many videos talking about having unwanted hair and finding a razor that gives a really close shave. I received a beautiful gift set from Harry's that includes a limited edition holiday Winston handle, and you have the option of engraving it. The razors have 3 German engineered blade cartridges, and they each have a flex hinge. The razors are super high quality. They're affordable and they're great as gifts. So you can give a gift set to someone in your family that you love, or like me, you can use it for yourself because I do like my skin to be soft and smooth. And the beautiful thing about Harry's is that they offer 1% of all of their sales to organizations that support mental health. And that being something that's very near and dear to my heart, it's important that there's funding available for that. So if any of you ladies are interested in purchasing a holiday gift set, you will get $5 off of your purchase and free shipping by using the code below. So go ahead and check out Harry's for those of you who are interested in getting a very close shave. So without further ado, go ahead and relax, grab something to drink, grab something to write with. Today I'm drinking some caramel brulee coffee in my beautiful iridescent pink Starbucks mug. So go ahead and grab something to drink, grab something to write with, and let's talk about this. As a woman, when God designed you, He made you for a specific purpose. He put all of these beautiful qualities inside of you to make sure that you would be the woman that you were designed to be. But unfortunately, as we grow up, we get inputs from society, from our family, from entertainment, and from ourselves to be something other than what we were called to be. And this is something that I hear coming up as women get older is the HOE phase. The phase in life when you're supposed to be promiscuous, sleep around, be with lots of different men, have multiple partners and boyfriends, and live life to the max. And this is something that's pushed on women to be able to experience these things before marriage. And I'm here to tell you that this is something dangerous. When you're in this phase where you feel like you need to be this kind of a woman, you rob yourself of everything that life had to offer you. And instead of building yourself your empire, instead of adding to the woman that you're supposed to be, you allow men to take away from you. And this can spiral you into mental health issues, into pregnancy, into disease, into all kinds of strife. Now, this is tough. Because as you develop into a woman, as you become more beautiful and become more successful and things start kind of unfolding for you in life, you start getting encouraged. For some women, it's their family telling them that they have to get married, so they need to go out and date and give themselves up and let men try them out in order to feel like they're in the pool. For some women, it's an insecurity issue. They feel like they've been overlooked. So if you've been overlooked in high school and in college, and by the time you're in your mid-20s, you think, I need to do something different. Men are not approaching me. I'm not getting the attention that I need. So I need to start sleeping with people. I need to let them use my body as a means of approval that I'm worthy and I'm wanted. For some women, it's the only way that they get a man's attention. For some women, they feel like their personality isn't vibrant enough to keep a man's attention. So the only time they get undivided attention is having sex. For some women, it stems from issues that happen in childhood and they're suffering from different things within them that they don't quite understand, but they have this heightened sense of sexual desire. And maybe men and other people have made them feel like it's a positive thing. They're a super freak, they're open, and so they take it as a stamp of pride. But instead, they find later that they're dealing with all of these unwanted issues and feelings when they're alone. And one of the issues that bothers me the most in terms of why I make these videos is that so many women are going through all of these issues because of all of the things society tells them they have to do and be, but they don't talk about it. So we have these rap songs and these TV shows and all of these people, these celebrities that tell you to be a certain way, to go and do these things, to sleep with all these men, to be a savage, to be a player, to do all of these things so that you can build yourself up. But they don't tell you about what they're dealing with after they go home. They don't tell you about the sleepless nights, about the crying, about the pain, about the things that they've had to do in terms of making decisions about their body because of those decisions they made in the bed. So you're not getting the whole story. You just get pushed to be this thing that society says you should be. As a woman, you should be desiring and aspiring every single day to be the woman that God designed you to be. This should be your number one priority, is to meet the woman that you were meant to be. And as a human, we've gone through so many things in our lives. We've made lots of choices that we look back on and regret. We have so many voices telling us to do so many things that sometimes it's hard to know which one to listen to. However, at a certain point in time, you have to look back on your life and reflect and think about all of the things that have happened, all of the choices you have made, and where you are today as a result of them. And you have to be brave enough to step into phase 2, into the second part of your life where you leave all of those things behind and you make new decisions for your life that are going to get you to being the woman that you've always been meant to be. So this, my dear, is the beginning of phase 2. We're going to evaluate all of the things that we've done that have hindered us, that have hurt us, that have broken us. And we're going to make the decision that it's over. We're going to talk about one of the phases that some of us women go through that really hold us back from being the woman that we're supposed to be. And this is called the HOE phase, holding out everything and giving it to someone undeserving. You're holding out everything that you need for your life by giving your time, your attention, and your body to men who are undeserving. And every man is undeserving of your body unless they're going to make you their wife. You see, the fact is, as a woman, when you're sleeping around with different men, when you're having all of these sexual encounters, meeting men on the streets, meeting men online, meeting men from your childhood and rekindling things and sleeping with them, this is robbing you. There has to be a point in time where you wake up and you realize that this is not the woman that you are supposed to be. No one deserves your body, not for a date, not for a favor, not for money, not for anything. No one deserves your body unless they have fully committed to you. So today is a day where you decide that enough is enough and you're done with that, and move into phase 2, where you have forgiven yourself of those choices and you're starting to now open yourself up to the woman you're supposed to be. Do not go backwards and chase people that God has removed from your life. If you've gone through a tough breakup, if you've gone through a series of feeling undeserving and unwanted, don't go looking for those men. If they contact you, don't involve yourself with them. When God removes someone from your life, it's an opportunity for you to move on and heal. And for those of you ladies who feel like, well, I don't really have that problem because no one likes me, no one approaches me, no men want to sleep with me, that's good. You are being preserved for a reason. It's a blessing to have men been stopped from approaching you. You don't know how much pain women who have given their bodies to men go through. You don't know how much pain because we don't really talk about it. It hinders so many women from even being able to date because they've been burned so bad by a bad relationship, by a man who pretended like he had all these things to offer, use their body, and then dump them. So don't be jealous when you see women who are sleeping around with multiple men. Just know that you are being preserved, you are special, and that person that's meant for you will come. You need to just focus on your own life and your own pursuits until that day comes. But it will come as long as you keep the faith. Now, ladies, one of the things that hurts me the most is so many of you are unforgiving of your own behavior. You've gone through life and you've made many decisions that you regret, and you're holding yourself captive in that space. You're not allowing yourself to breathe, to move on, to live, because you're thinking about those things that you've done that you regret. And I've made a video about how to forgive yourself. And in those comments, it breaks my heart to see so many ladies that are broken because they cannot move forward. You are human. This is life. You're going to make decisions that you don't think are great. Things are going to happen because of those decisions. But you have to move on and you have to keep pushing. That is why you need to move into phase 2 of your life. The phase where you say, I know, I made mistakes. I made poor choices. I did it for a very long time. I knew what I was doing and I did it anyway. And I'm sorry. You need to tell yourself that and forgive yourself. Now, that sounds easier said than done. And that's because there's another layer. As I always mention, you are not just your physical body. You are spirit. You are a spirit and you possess a body. Because you are spirit, if you do not address the spiritual side of yourself, you will stay in bondage. That is why it is necessary for you to develop a relationship with Jesus, to be able to understand that you are forgiven, that when you do something, God forgets it. It's over. And the enemy is the one that's bothering you and keeping you mentally captive. You have to repent, which means change your mind. You have to change your mind in phase 2 and realize, I don't agree with that anymore. There was a time where I didn't understand and I did, but now I don't and I'm done with it. That's what it means to repent, is to change your mind about it. So once you go to God and you change your mind and you let God know, you know what, I'm sorry and I need help with this, you will be forgiven and your spirit will be freed. Because again, that's what you are, and that's why you're not able to break through into phase 2, is because you can't do it by yourself. Your mind is going to keep you captive of everything you did until you open yourself up to Jesus. Once you've changed your mind, once you've repented, once you've decided I'm done with this lifestyle, you change your mind about it all. You're changing your mind about who you are. You're changing your mind about the woman that you're supposed to be. You're changing your mind about how you use your body. You change your mind about whose daughter you are. You are God's baby girl. And you're not supposed to be giving your body to men. You're beautiful and you are a sight to be seen, that's for sure. But you were not made for the enjoyment of men. You were not made for the entertainment of men. That's not why you were designed. You were designed in that purpose for the person that's going to give you everything. Outside of that one man, that's not your purpose. God doesn't make anything in this world just for beauty. Everything serves a purpose. And you, my dear, were born for something great. Don't allow men and their antics and entertainment and society to bring you into a lifestyle that'll be so difficult to get out of. So many of us women are so focused on having sex and dating and thinking that we have all of these needs and desires that need to be dealt with outside of the bond of marriage. And so sadly, we end up with children that we didn't expect to have. We end up with diseases that we didn't expect to have. We end up with heartbreak and pain and mental illness and all of these things, addictions that we did not expect to have. And it's all because of our own choices. And so don't allow men to tell you things, to try to draw you in, because they will tell you anything to make you feel special so that they can use your body. They know that we respond by things that we hear, just like they respond by things that they see. So if all it takes is you hearing the right thing to give them your body to use, then you're going to have to rethink how you think about the things that you hear. And I get a lot of messages from you ladies asking me about this. And that's why I thought it was really important to bring it up early about you having premarital sex. I get a lot of questions about this. And my answer is no. Just flat out no. Everything that you were made with as a woman, when God designed you, was made for a purpose. You do have a sexual desire, and that is beautiful, normal, and natural in the confines of marriage for so many different reasons that I will talk about in future videos. But as for today, I want you to reflect on this and think about all the things that you've been holding out on because you've been putting your energy, your focus, your body, and your time into men. Always remember that God is a God of second chances. He loves you so much. You are his baby, and he will always take you back no matter what you've done, no matter how much you've done it, no matter who you've done it with. It doesn't matter. He just needs you to come back, come on back, baby, and move into phase 2 so that you can finally be the woman that he designed you to be. I want to thank each and every one of you beautiful ladies for being here for your feminine session. Thank you for being here and taking all of this in and reflecting on it for the betterment of your life. I appreciate all of your kind words, all of your love, all of your support. I am so thankful that these videos are helping you to reset, helping you to reflect, helping you to love yourself again, because you are irreplaceable. You are so precious and special, and no one deserves a piece of that. I will have a version of this session on my podcast, A Feminine Impression, which will have other tips and tools and give you another perspective on this topic. So make sure that you've downloaded my podcast and also check out my Instagram page, A Feminine Impression, for more feminine content. I love you all dearly, and I will see you in the next video. In all things you do, make a feminine impression. Bye-bye.